The following is a presentation of Roosevelt University Athletics. This is Roosevelt University Men's Hockey. Tonight, from the Edge Ice Arena in Bensonville, Illinois, it's ACHA Division I men's hockey action between the host Roosevelt University Lakers and the visiting Stallions from Western Michigan University. Hi again, everybody, and good evening. I'm Tom Westenfeld. Great to have you along with us again on this Saturday night as the Roosevelt University Lakers are looking for a weekend sweep over the visiting Stallions. Lakers coming into this game having won last night over Western Michigan by a final of 6-2. 6 different Lakers scored in that game last night. Game was tied at 1 after 1 period. The Lakers went on a 4-goal explosion in the second period and wound up cruising to the victory, their third of the season, as Roosevelt coming in at 3-18 on the year, and Western Michigan 5-15-0 with one shootout loss. Two teams are now coming out onto the ice, and we are about ready to shortly send it to Steve Hayes on the public address, and we'll have introductions of the starting lineups as well as tonight's national anthem before we get started. So Roosevelt looking to sweep a home series with the Stallions as the two teams played last night in Kalamazoo, Michigan. And now we'll send it down to the public address in the voice of the Edge, Steve Hayes.
Home of Lakers hockey. Tonight's matchup features the visiting Stallions of Western Michigan University and your Roosevelt Lakers. Please welcome tonight's game officials, referees Robert Dawson and Alex Crow, and linesmen Evan Davis and Jake Strosio. Thank you. Here is tonight's starting lineup for the Western Michigan University Stallions. Number 7, Travis Thorhog. Number 17, Landis Mills. Number 18, Lane Brubaker-Egner. Number 24, Rory Nish. Number 27, Jeremy Kennedy. And starting in goal tonight for the Stallions, number 40, Christopher Mazurek. The head coach of the WMU Stallions is Barry Tornman. And now, here is tonight's starting lineup for your Roosevelt Lakers. From Canute Lake, Pennsylvania, number 8, Chase Caravella. From Vaughan, Ontario, Canada, number 11, Michael Solmona. From Duluth, Minnesota, number 16, Griffin Leehett. From Anchorage, Alaska, number 20, welcome Mark Abrego. From LaGrange Park, Illinois, number 24, Joey Coglanese. And starting in goal tonight for the Lakers, from St. Charles, Illinois, welcome number 30, Anthony Falzone. The head coach of the Roosevelt Lakers is Billy Carr, and the Lakers' assistant coach is Ben Buchel. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise, remove all hats and caps, and direct your attention to the flag of the United States of America at the north end of the arena. This is our national anthem. One reminder for everyone here this evening, the officials appreciate your enthusiasm for the game.
Our national anthem this evening as we get ready to go for Roosevelt University hockey. Roosevelt against Western Michigan. Lakers gathering to our right, off camera right now, a little bit beyond screen right as they gather around the net here to the right. And meanwhile, Chris Mazurek in goal tonight. In solitude off to the left side here in goal as we get ready to go. Great to have you along with us on a Saturday night from wherever you may be as we hold forth here at the Edge Ice Arena. Christopher Mazurek, as we said, in goal tonight for Western Michigan, coming in at 5.02 goals against average and an .894 save percentage. And meanwhile, for Roosevelt, it is Anthony Falzone in the net. Falzone coming in with an even 2.00 goals against average. He has played in one game and won that game, and we're ready to go. Lakers of Roosevelt going as we look at it, and as you watch in our video stream from our right to left in the opening period, Western Michigan left to right. Long pass here, skips by everybody, goes to the end boards, and it'll be called icing right off the bat against Western Michigan, so we have our first stoppage of the game. So we will have a face-off as we are 11 seconds in. And it'll be a face-off far circle to the left of the Western Michigan net. Here comes the draw. Went to the far boards, fired in from there, came now to the left corner here, got actually closer to the half board, jammed up there. Several players going after it, and now it'll be cleared back to the Roosevelt zone. Back to retrieve for the Lakers, Michael Salmona. Got jammed a little bit, not too, wasn't like a head-on check, but he got jammed into the boards nonetheless. Puck came around now to the near side. And Western Michigan able to keep it in. They scramble in front of the net here, but the puck winds up going over to the far side, and it'll slide back into the Stallion zone. Hits the end boards. Back to chase it down there. Chase Caravella for the Lakers. Got it up ahead now, but Western Michigan able to take it back. Pass up ahead. Ethan Horan tried to get to it there, reaching up with his stick, but it was a little bit too high, and it kind of flipped by him end over end and eventually landed. Lakers have it now far side. They'll bring it up the far side across the red line into the Stallion zone on the right wing side. Driving in, I think it's Cade Swigert with a puck. Came now to the left wing corner. Again jammed into the boards, but not at full force. Puck went behind the net. Western Michigan able to retrieve. Puck came around now to the near side. Up the near boards it goes. And pushed back into the Lakers zone right on net. And it'll be covered up here, and we'll have a face-off on the way. So the face-off coming up left of the Laker net in the near face-off circle. One player there taking a tumble, but everyone okay is winding up on the ice there. That was Aiden Yorkin for Western Michigan. Lakers back to the way. Drake Adams into the Western Michigan zone. Tracks it down now behind the net. Went over to the far side. A little collision there involving Nate Brown for the Lakers. Came back to center. Danny Bazach then spins and banks it off the far boards. Nate Brown getting out of the original entanglement, then spins and dumps it back into the Western Michigan zone. And then it was given away here. Lakers got it back for a second, but Carson Pishker not able to do much with it there. And now Western Michigan back the other way. Pass angles through the center circle, taken right back by Salmona. He'll bring it across the line, pulled up far boards. Brought back now to the midpoint. Pass here to the near side. Does not connect, and it winds up going into the near corner. Back up now, top of the far circle. And eventually spun back in behind the net. Getting to the puck there was Timothy Pickrell for the Lakers. Puck now again back in behind the Western Michigan net. So after we had a stoppage at 11 seconds, a lengthy stretch here without a stoppage, as we've had continuous play for a while. Shot from the top of the far circle, never got through. Put back in toward the far side, and now to be taken back eventually by Western Michigan, but not for long. Lakers able to get it back. Shot coming in from Kohler Crozier, blocked by the defense, and now it ricochets back into the Roosevelt zone. Up the far boards it goes, flipped into the Stallion end. Reversed back, and it'll slide back in behind the Western Michigan net. Lengthy stretch here without a stoppage as the Lakers now play it to the near side. Banked along the near boards, up ahead for Caravella, had it knocked away. And getting to it now and backhanding into the Lakers zone is going to be Rory Niche. Went back in behind the Roosevelt net, came around now to the near side. There's a drive from the near point. And it got deflected, I think, wide to the right. Travis Thorhog on the shot there for Western Michigan. Lakers able to get it back now. Adams, far side, rink wide pass. They turn it over. Stallions get it back, but now the Lakers able to get possession once again right away. Up the near side on the left wing. Lakers bring it into the zone. Shot here by Caravella. Low line driver, and a stick save made there. Puck came here now to the near corner. And it now got brought back to the near point. From the far side. Wristed in there. A little bit of a traffic jam in front of the net. Puck now came around to the near side again. Long stretch here as we continue on. From the near corner. Played back to the left wing half board. Sent out front now to Nate Brown. His wrister whistles wide to the right. Goes crashing into the end boards. Rebound came to the near side. Then a little bit of a mini scramble and went wide right. Puck still in play. Lobbed back in behind the Western Michigan net. Trying to track it down there for Western Michigan. Landis Mills getting tangled up there. Puck came to the near side and out to center. Danny Bazach controls. Lost his balance. Nicely able to regain it. Back on his skates across the Western Michigan line. Dropped it back for Brown. Wrister in from near the point. Swept aside there. Puck came here to the near side. Now it goes back over to the far boards. Banks along the far boards there. And then pushed back toward the Lakers zone. And the Lakers had a little bit of a moment of danger there as the puck, it looked like, wound up on the stick of Gavin Hoover, I believe. 1-6 on the sweater. Wrist shot went wide to the left side. Lakers get it back. They'll play it now to the near side. Hoover tried to get it, couldn't do it. Got help from a teammate. Wrister right on, and a save made. And now the puck back in behind the net again after Andrew DePoit had that shot taken at fairly decent distance there. Had a good look at the shot, but it remains a 0-0 game. Lakers back into the Western Michigan zone. They try to steer it in through the slot. There was about a 1-on-4 situation there for Roosevelt, and it worked out predictably as Western Michigan got to the puck and cleared it all the way. Lakers were able to take it back again as Mark Abrego was back to take the puck there for the Lakers. Roosevelt swings into the near side. Western Michigan got it back. They bring it across the line. Shot here. It's high up the glass, then caroms over to the far side after it got sent in by Ryan Elenich. Puck down went to the far boards. The play continues. Rung around the boards, back behind the net. Lakers are able to take control. Somona backhands it to the far corner. No one there. Able to track it down there. Elenich tried to backhand it ahead. Got deflected to the near side. Lakers now play it through the neutral zone. Angling across now and into the Western Michigan zone. Short shot. Pad save there, and then a rebound went wide to the right side. Griffin Lee head on the initial shot there for the Lakers. Now the Lakers have it back again. Crozier near side. Put it into the Western Michigan zone. This is the longest sequence I've seen in a long time without a stoppage. Western Michigan back the other way. I believe that'll be Niche with it there. Steers it into the far circle. Backhand shot coming in. That's Elenich rather on the shot. And it went high into the air and came into the near corner. Battle for it there. Somona trying to get to it. Couldn't get much help. And inadvertently, though, Western Michigan clears the zone. And it'll go all the way back into the Stallion end. Western Michigan controlling now. We're down under 14 minutes remaining in the first period. Puck to the other end of the ice. Cade Swigert. Oh, these players have to be gassed right now. And I haven't seen many personnel changes on the fly during this long sequence. Puck in the right wing corner now in the Roosevelt zone. Lakers bring it out up the near side. Pass to the bottom of the center circle. Lee Head across the line. Dropped it back. Quick wrister there. Didn't go very far. Went into the far corner. Lee Head has it. Now to Gage McNeese near side. Rink wide pass to the right wing point. Quick shot now as they skated it toward the top of the circle. Went wide to the near side. Now it comes here to the near half board. Western Michigan got it back. Good pass ahead now to Travis Thorhog. He's across the Laker line. Steers it to the near side. Put a pass toward the top of the far circle. No one was there. Actually, there was a man there, but it was behind the intended recipient. Puck came to center, then backhanded back by DePoit back into the Western Michigan, rather into the Lakers zone. Lakers take it across now into the Stallion zone. The play continues on. Lakers can't advance it, and Western Michigan rings it around the boards now to the near side. Danny Bazach trying to get to it for Roosevelt. Can't do it. Western Michigan now back the other way into the Lakers zone. Put in deep, and it rolls now all the way to the far side where Nate Brown tracks it down after it was put in deep. Now back the other way. And the Stallions able to clear the zone after it went back into the Stallion end. Nate Brown back skates into his own zone now. Played to the near side. Lakers turning it over. Little drop back pass here. Return pass top of the near circle. Stick handling in. They couldn't get a shot away. They dealt it into the near corner after driving in was Nathaniel Kuchar. Now the puck back toward the end boards and taken back by Roosevelt. Up ahead now. Lakers bring it across the Western Michigan line. Far side. Little drop back pass from Pishker. Taken now by Danny Bazat. Skates to the end boards here. Got checked into the boards. Western Michigan able to take it back. Western Michigan trying to bring it out. Can't do so. Abrego kept it in. Puck went into the left wing corner. Back now to Pishker. High shot. And it went to wide left from the high slot. That shot came in. Came now to Abrego. His shot. Line drives in. It got through the traffic and finally a save and finally a stoppage. Wow. What a long stretch. That had to be at least 6 minutes, if not more. And we'll have a face-off coming up. 11:01 remaining in period number 1. Scoreless game at the edge. Face-off, near circle. Abrego with it now for the Lakers. Over to the far side, and the Stallions get it right back. They'll play it now to the near boards. And I'm going to go back on the replay. Track the game down on archive on YouTube sometime maybe tomorrow and put a stopwatch on that long sequence without a whistle. Puck jammed up against the near boards right in front of the Western Michigan bench. Stallions now able to control. Just shy of the blue line, dumped in here and went to the near side as it got dumped in there by Sidney Pratt. Lakers able to take it back now. Backhand pass to the near boards. Crozier tried to get to it. Looked like he overskated the puck. Got put back into toward the Western Michigan blue line, then a whistle here. A little bit of shoving going on afterwards here. Charlie Tess and Andrew Lozenak. A little bit of a minor extracurricular, but nothing major, and we'll have a face-off near left out of the neutral zone. Here's the draw. Now drop back into the Western Michigan zone as Tess dropped it back after the Stallions won the face-off. Played over to the far side now. Elenich tried to advance it, and now eventually got put back deep into the Roosevelt zone. Puck came now to the near side, then back around far side. Along the boards it goes, out to center. Lakers now try to bring it into the Stallion zone, and they're able to do so, but they have to dump it in. Western Michigan back to retrieve. Puck went over to the far side now. Caravella trying to get to it, able to bring it back now to the right wing point. Wristed in from there, got deflected around, scrambled in front of the net. Lakers now play it back over to the far side again. Cade Swigert with it there. Skates to the far boards, top hash marks, far circle, dropped it back, taken back now by Western Michigan. Banked along the far boards. Griffin Leahead able to get to it now for the Lakers. Nearly ran into an official there, but everyone okay. Lakers backtrack in behind their own net now. Played up ahead, collision here. Caravella winds up on the ice along with Rory Niche. Both are okay. Puck went over to the far side now. And the Lakers trying to push it out of the zone and eventually a whistle. Then a small collision here involving Griffin Leahead. But everyone all right. A line change here for the Lakers as we are now past the halfway point of the first period. No score in the game. 9:07 remaining here in period number 1. Here's the draw, far left out of the neutral zone. It skips right back into the Western Michigan zone. Danny Bazat's trying to steer it in. Had it poked away from behind. Tried to get to it then in the left wing corner. Ran a little bit along the end boards here. Now reverse back to the left wing corner again. Back around over to the far side. They reverse it around there. Far boards, and then finally it's lobbed back out of the Western Michigan zone. Back to retrieve for the Lakers is Drake Adams. Around the blue line near side. Went to the left wing half board. Abrego with it there. Skates into the near circle. Shooting. Got swept aside. Puck went over to the far side now. Lakers able to get it back. Applying pressure. Can't do anything with that. They're barely able to keep it in. And eventually it goes out, and we'll have a face-off on the way. Danny Bazat's got to it there for the Lakers and backhanded it out, and it went flying over the glass into the seats, and we'll have a face-off coming up. 6:11 remaining in period number 1. No score. Face-off near left out of the neutral zone. Andrew Lozenak on the face-off for Roosevelt. Battled for here. Western Michigan able to take control now. With it here. Looked like Jamison Bain came to the near side on a pass for Hoover, and now a whistle here as the puck in play. Let's see if we have a penalty on the way. If it is, we'll have our first penalty of the game. Doesn't look like that may be the case, however. Don't see anyone heading to the penalty boxes. Face-off near right down to the neutral zone. Face-off goes back into the Laker end. Abrego played it over to the far side now. Lakers bring it into the Western Michigan zone. 1-on-2 here. Nate Brown taken down, quickly back on his skates. Puck went into the far corner. Stallions able to get it back. They'll play it around down to the near side, and it'll slide back into the Roosevelt zone. Chase to the puck here, able to get to it now. Andrew Lozenak for Roosevelt. Into the far boards, hard hit here. Game going on, and it came out to center. Poked around there, and now a whistle. Let's see here as we have a player down. And now just getting back up for Western Michigan along the far boards. I believe that's Gavin Hoover, but he's backing on his skates. So we have a face-off coming up. 7:28 remaining in period 1, no score. Face-off, far circle now to the left of the Western Michigan net, and we do have a Western Michigan penalty coming up.
Stallions penalty on number 16, Gavin Hoover. 2 minutes for holding at 7:29 remaining in the first period. Gavin Hoover, 2 minutes for a hold at 7:29.
So the Roosevelt power play on the ice as Drake Adams sends it into the near corner now for Pishker. They'll bring it back toward the near point. And now again with it is Carson Pishker. Skates over to the far circle now. Spins a pass toward the slot. That got broken up. Roosevelt able to get it right back, however. Around the perimeter they go. Pishker again. Sends over to the far side. There's a blast. Right on, and an eye-high save made there by Chris Meserek, and we'll have a face-off coming up. So face-off on the way. Far circle to the left of the Stallion net. So the Laker power play continuing, but right now Western Michigan able to clear it back into the Roosevelt zone. Stopped there by Falzone, and now the Lakers have it behind their own net. A little bit of pressure applied by Rory Nish. Lakers bring it now through the neutral zone across the Western Michigan line. Into the far corner now, back in behind the net. Pass out front, got deflected away, and now a stoppage here. Danny Bazach taking it in deep, but we remain in a 0-0 game. As the penalty to Hoover continues. Face-off far circle to the left now, the Roosevelt net. Here's the draw, went to the end boards and then rattle around the boards to the near side. Kept in by Gage McNeish. Sends in a drive when it whistles just wide of the far post. McNeish with it again. Wristing it in, it kind of bounces wide to the far side. Puck down to the far boards. Nate Brown flipped it toward the corner, back down to McNeish. Around the perimeter to the near side. Swigert sends in a drive, but didn't get full force of the stick behind it. Kind of half missed it, and it went sliding weakly wide to the left side. Lakers again with it, no. Swigert wheels around here. Has it now left wing half board. Gets around one man, flipped it in deep, and now it got put in toward the net, and we have a whistle. Just seconds remaining on the penalty here to Hoover for Western Michigan. He's ready to break out of the penalty box any minute now. As 5:44 remains in period 1. Face-off near circle to the right of the Western Michigan net. Lakers have control. Quick shot from the midpoint. Bounces back now to the high slot as Adams took that last shot for Roosevelt. He tracks it down, has it now behind the net. Came around now to the near side. Penalty over now. Both teams are at full strength, so Western Michigan a successful penalty kill there. Back behind the net, Carson Kishker. Fed into the right wing point. Sent in toward the slot. It hit one player at bottom hash marks far circle. Eventually it goes out of play.
Will be taken to our...
And we'll have a face-off on the way. Heading toward the 5-minute mark. Time remaining in the first period in a scoreless game. Here's the face-off, far circle to the left of the Western Michigan net. Puck now put back in behind the cage. Taken rather behind the cage. Western Michigan can't clear. Kept in nicely, but now Western Michigan with it back. They'll bring it across the Laker line. Little drop back pass here. Wrister from the far circle, then a redirect. They score. Got wristed in, and a redirect as the Stallions hit a man right in front of the net. And Western Michigan, after killing a penalty, takes a 1-0 lead. That'll be Aiden Yorkin on the goal for Western Michigan. And the Stallions with a lead by a score of 1-0.
Stallions goal by number 29, Aiden Yorkin. Assist by number 22, Jamison Bain at 4:57 remaining in the first period. Aiden Yorkin at 4:57.
So 1-0 Western Michigan the lead on the Aiden Yorkin goal. Roosevelt controlling back behind their own net now, and they'll bring it up to the near side. Cade Swigert getting ahead of steam across the Stallion line. Dumps it into the far corner, then tracks it down along the inboards. Came around now to the near side. Taken here by Griffin Lehette for the Lakers. Put back in behind the net again, and that'll be taken again by Roosevelt. Put in from the far side at the point. Pushed aside there on a little bit of a stick save by Chris Mazurek. Came to the near boards. Lakers trying to continue to apply pressure. Near side now, skating into the high slot. No shot available. Lakers will drop it back to the far point. Wristed in from there by Brown. Blocked by the defense. Puck now goes to the inboards. A little bit of a mini battle for it there. Lakers win that little mini battle. Spinorama shot though. Does not convert. Puck now loose in the slot, and Western Michigan able to get it back. Lofted up the near boards. Gage McNeish, I think, was the player that knocked it down. His number there is shielded by one of the panes of the glass down below. It was McNeish. Lakers bring it across the Western Michigan line. Shot from the right wing. Sails wide to the left side. Western Michigan now with it back. Here's Horan. Pulled up at the blue line, or just inside the blue line. Whistle, and it looks like Western Michigan offside, so we'll have a face-off on the way. .313 remaining in period one. 1-0 Western Michigan the lead. Face-off near right down in the neutral zone now. I believe this will be Gavin Hoover on the face-off for Western Michigan. It was. Well, those sweaters get ruffled up there on the back, and sometimes it can be difficult to read the number. Puck dumped in. Roosevelt able to take it back now. The players kind of circling around the puck as it sat along the near face-off circle. Top of the near circle now, and eventually makes its way over to the far boards. Thrown toward the net, and then cleared by Roosevelt. Fired right back in, and it'll go back behind the net. Foul zone, drops it there. Puck came again back in behind the net. Horan able to chase it down, went now to the far side. Deflected to the far circle. Lakers now again with possession. Pass up ahead, does not connect, came to center ice, and now dumped back in by the Stallions. Now it came around to the near boards. Lakers trying to bring it out of the zone. At times this game, you know, we had that long sequence without a stoppage. And right now it seems like the game is just kind of in slow motion. Nothing really developing for either team here. Kind of like a football game played between the 20-yard lines. Lakers do bring it into the Western Michigan zone here. Open ice hit here. Puck now loose, went to the far boards, and now a whistle. We'll see if we have a penalty on the way. 1-0, Western Michigan the lead. Clock stopped with now 1:57 remaining in period one, and we will have a Stallion penalty coming up. Landis Mills gets the 2-minute minor, and the Lakers on the power play. Puck came around now to the near side. Pishker in the near circle. Dropped it now to the left wing corner. Went around over to the far side. There's a one-timer, and it got deflected into the far corner. Lakers trying to regroup here. Puck loose along the far boards. And it's loose again, far circle, and now finally clear it back all the way into the Roosevelt zone. Well, this penalty, if the Lakers do not score, will carry over at least 3 seconds into the second period. Drake Adams spinning through traffic, dropped it back now to the far point. Moving now around to the near side, Danny Bazach. Played it to the near corner, rung around over to the far side, now to Adams. Kind of leisurely played it to the far circle. Puck got deflected out front here. Abrego played it now to the near side. Pishker.
1 minute remains in the period. 1 minute.
Backhands it into the near corners. We're under a minute remaining in the opening frame, and now Western Michigan able to clear. Foul zone way out of the net. Flips it up ahead. Went into the far corner now. Stallions able to get to it in their own zone. Banked along the boards to center. Gage McNeish took it back there now for the Lakers. He'll back skate into his own zone. Fed it over to the far side. Rink wide pass to the near side. Chase Caravella across the Stallion line. Works it in near corner. Put it back in behind the net. Around the horn they go. McNeish wristing it in right on, and it's made here, and we'll have a face-off coming up. Chris Mazurek, good job there. Had clear sight of that one as that came in all the way to the net from a considerable distance. And we hold in a 1-0 lead for Western Michigan. 20 seconds remaining on the time for the first period. 23 seconds remaining on the penalty. Face-off far circle to the left of the Western Michigan net. Came to center now after Western Michigan had it, and Gage McNeish put it back toward the Stallion line. Lakers into the Stallion zone now. Drop back here, then it got put in toward the goal, swept aside there by Mazurek. Puck now pinned against the end boards. Final seconds winding down. Under 5 remaining. Puck loose, and that'll wind down the rest of the time. So the first period comes to an end with Western Michigan in front by a score of 1-0. Western Michigan going for the weekend split. Lakers going for the weekend sweep here. See if we can get an announcement on shots on goal. The penalty, by the way, will carry over.
At the end of the first period, it's the Stallions 1 and the Lakers 0. Unofficial shots on goal for the first period. For the Roosevelt Lakers, 15. For the Western Michigan Stallions, 8. Once again, unofficial shots on goal, period 1. Lakers 15, Stallions 8.
So there you have the announcement on the shots. And the only goal of the period coming at 15:03 for Western Michigan, as it was Aiden Yorkin with the tally, and that's where we stand now, 1-0 in favor of Western Michigan. So we'll step aside and we'll take a break, and we'll see you back here in about 14 minutes or so with our second period play-by-play. Good game so far tonight, although the Lakers are on the short end. Again, the score at the end of one, it is Western Michigan 1, Roosevelt 0. See you for period 2 in a bit. In the meantime, we remind you, you're tuned to Roosevelt University Hockey. And we welcome you back to the Edge Ice Arena here in Bensonville as we get ready to go for period 2. And just as we come back and open the microphones, we are underway with the second period. It'll be Roosevelt going as we look at it, and as you watch in our video stream and our YouTube channel from left to right, and it'll be Western Michigan right to left. Roosevelt now controlling. They trail by a score of 1-0. The penalty at the end of the first period now is over. Both teams at first full strength, and now the Lakers centering pass way out front. Good anticipation there and take it away and then dump back into the Roosevelt zone. Puck now back in behind the net, played over to the far half board here. Danny Bazach trying to gain control, can't do it. And then Travis Thorhog was able to spin that puck back around to the near corner. Puck came down here to the near side. Jammed up along the near side half board. Lakers get it back now after a bit of a protracted battle along the near boards, and now it'll be put back into the Roosevelt zone. Came around now to the near side. Giving chase there. Rory Niche for Western Michigan, but Roosevelt able to get it back. Rink-wide pass over to the far side. Skips away, crosses the Stallion line, and then it's cleared by Western Michigan to center. A seesaw possession, and now the Stallions bring it back across the Laker line. They're trying to steer it in here, and then not able to get around Nate Brown was Jamison Bain there for Western Michigan. Puck now along the far boards. Scrum going on here. This is always dramatic. Continuing on. How long will it last? How long will it last? And finally the puck comes loose. And eventually now, Lakers get it back, but taking a fall there was Jamison Bain, and right after he hit the ice, we had a whistle. We'll see if a Roosevelt penalty is on the way. If it is, it'll be the first Laker penalty of the game, and it will be. And it'll be Drake Adams taking a 2-minute break. So for the first time, the Western Michigan power play is on the ice. Face-off coming up, far circle to the left of the Roosevelt net. And now they'll reverse it to the right of the net. That's what happens.
27, Drake Adams. 2 minutes for tripping at 18:13 remaining in the second period.
So Drake Adams, the trip, was just saying that's what happens when you try to work a computer and call the game at the same time. You see that they move the face-off. Anyway, enough of that. Western Michigan in the power play now. Puck dumped back into the Roosevelt zone. Drop back here, then rung around the boards now to the near side. As getting to it, it was Mark Abrego for the Lakers. Thorhog with it now near point. Swings it over now to the right wing point. Reverse back now to the near side. Fired in from there. Blocked by the defense, then a rebound. Popped into the air, went wide to the left side. Aiden Yorkin, I believe Aiden Yorkin had that initial shot on that sequence. Now Thorhog barely able to keep it in here near side. Went over to the far boards, then it came out to center. Western Michigan got it back. They bring it across the Laker line as Yorkin had it. He is the only goal of the game thus far for either squad. Western Michigan a 1-0 lead. Puck came down to the near side. Thorhog gets it loose, but can't do anything with it. Roosevelt able to clear it back to the other end of the ice. Personnel changes here as Western Michigan tries to regroup. They play it along the far side now. Check applied into the far boards there by Andrew Lozenak for Roosevelt. Now the puck came to the near side. Western Michigan able to control. Up the near boards. They'll ring it around now to the right wing corner. Lakers trying to clear, cannot do so. And taken back now by Western Michigan. They'll play it into the far circle here. Jeremy Kennedy trying to stick handle in, couldn't do anything with it. Came around now to the near side. As Western Michigan moving it around the perimeter. Went back over to the far side once again. Back near circle, quick shot here. Went about 6 feet, got blocked by the defense. Puck went over to the far side now. Bain with it there. Skates bottom of the far circle, shooting. And for a second I thought it maybe went over the right shoulder of Falzone and into the upper corner of the net, but it didn't happen. Lakers then get a chance at the other end as Caravella takes a chance at it there on a wrist dribble that went wide to the left side. Puck now came back to the middle of the ice. Sent through the neutral zone. Far side now able to get to it. Michael Somona for the Lakers. Played it up ahead. Lakers bring it across the Western Michigan line. Caravella deals it nicely into the slot, but then it got poked away. Puck went back in behind the Western Michigan net. Came out front there, a little flip shot there, high, and then a rebound from Caravella went wide. Puck came down to the near boards. Western Michigan able to get control now. They'll bring it across the line. Near side, here's Elenich. Into the near corner. Dropped it back, no one there. Cade Swigert took it then for Roosevelt. Swigert right up the gut here through the neutral zone, across the logo at center ice. Angles left across the blue line. Ran into a defender. That causes him to lose the puck there as he ran in. Now out front, they score! And the Lakers get a little bit of a fortuitous break there, and they cash in, and it's a 1-1 game. Landis Mills colliding there late in the sequence, but then the puck came back, and the Lakers took advantage and were even at 1. So 1-1 game early in period 2. We'll check on the announcement on the goal shortly. As we await the face-off at center ice. Now some discussion going on between the Laker bench and the off-ice officials box. I think they're determining who may have scored the goal. But either way, it's a 1-1 game. And now the draw.
Lakers goal by number 16, Griffin Leahead. Assist by number 19, Cade Swigert. At 15:13 remaining in the second period. Griffin Leahead at 15:13.
And as you heard, Swigert on the assist, and so we're all even at 1. The goal coming at 4:47 of period 2. Lakers applying pressure here as they brought it into the zone. Here's Abrego now near point. Try to go over to the far side on a rink wider, and it caroms off of one of the Western Michigan players all the way back into the Roosevelt zone. Taken there by Drake Adams for the Lakers. He'll play it now to the near side. Skates it up the near boards, as a matter of fact. Got around several defenders. Goes into the near face-off circle. Deals it in front. No one there. Went to the far side now to Gage McNeish. He has it left wing corner. Battled for there. Able to get to it now. Thorhog for Western Michigan. Lakers kept it in left wing point. It's rung around the boards now back in behind the net. Trying to take over there, Landis Mills. As it went into the near corner. Dangerous here for Western Michigan. It came right out in front of the net. Eventually came to the near side. Colter Crozier then wristing it in, but it got deflected over to the far corner. Back in behind the net it goes now. 1-on-2 for the Lakers, but Danny Bazach got out of that. Skates to the left wing half board. Taken down a little bit. And now pass in front here. Scramble, sticks in the air, and the Lakers score! Scrambled in front of the net. A couple of players were right there. We'll see who gets credit. But either way, the Lakers have taken a 2-1 lead. Looks like it'll be Mark Abrego on the goal for Roosevelt. And so 2 quick goals for Roosevelt, and they are in the lead. That goal coming at the 6:07 mark of the period. So the Lakers scoring twice in the span of 1 minute and 20 seconds. And they're up top.
Number 20, Mark Abrego. Off the assist by number 13, Carson Pishker. And number 21, Gage McNeish at 13:53.
So Pishker and McNeish on the assist for the Lakers. And the Lakers now with some renewed momentum as they've taken a 2-1 lead. Hard hit applied just below us here. As Nate Brown jammed Jeremy Kennedy in the boards. Kennedy back on his skates, came back to the bench though. And now at the other end, the puck will be covered up here, and we'll have a face-off on the way as it was frozen by Chris Mazurek. And so a 2-1 lead now here for Roosevelt. 2 goals in very quick succession. And RU with a lead. Griffin Leahet had the first goal of the period. It was his 9th of the year. He's one behind Danny Bazach now for the team lead in goals this year. Face-off far circle to the right of the Laker net, or right to the right of the Stallion net. Lakers have possession. Brown fed it over to the far side now. And Salmona kind of pushes it ahead with the backside of his stick. Went into the far corner. Backhand centering pass right in front of the crease, but no one was there for Roosevelt. Western Michigan clears. They'll bring it up the ice now along the near side. Across the line, Charlie Tess took a hit into the boards. Puck now went back in behind the net. Came to the near side. Tess on one knee, spun around there by Salmona. And the Lakers able to get it back. They'll bring it up the far boards now, across the red line and into the Stallion zone. Fed toward the net, sharp angled shot there. Didn't go very far. It might have been fanned down there by, I think, Leahet. Puck in front here. And an attempt at a wrister didn't go well there for Joey Coglianese as he lost his balance. And now as Western Michigan gets it back, a whistle here. A lot going on in the slot here on that sequence. And we'll see if we have a penalty on the way. Tempo of this game picking up now. We mentioned earlier in the game in the first period, it seemed at times like the game didn't have a lot of flow, but it's gone up tempo here of late. And we'll have a Roosevelt power play on the way. Ryan Elenich gets the 2-minute minor. So an RU power play is in the offing here. Danny Bazach will be on the face-off, near side left, near side to our right, left of the Stallion net.
Stallions penalty on number 19, Ryan Elenich. 2 minutes for hooking at 12:30 remaining in the second. Elenich, 2 minutes for a hook at 12:30.
Lakers trying to apply pressure here. Abrego with it near side, sends it now to the left wing point. Put top the far circle to Leahet around to the near side. Adams, a one-timer, rockets wide to the right side. And then it'll be cleared all the way back now to the Roosevelt zone. Lakers back to retrieve now. 2-1, Roosevelt the lead. Leahet played it over to the far side now. Carson Pishker across the line, wheels it back. Dropped into the midpoint, backhand pass now to the left wing. Into the far circle, in front. Pass here, and then Drake Adams tried to connect there, but didn't get a lot behind it, and it will end up going wide. Puck in front of the Stallion net here, but no one there for the Lakers, and Western Michigan is able to clear. Mark Abrego back to retrieve, and we'll have icing here on Western Michigan. .28 remains in the second period. 2-1 Roosevelt with the lead. So we await the face-off near side to the right of the Roosevelt net. Gavin Hoover on the face-off for Western Michigan. Face-off came to the near side now. Sidney Pratt back skating, then tossed it into the near corner on the left side. Lakers take it back. They'll play it up ahead now. Swigert picks up ahead of steam across the line. Skates it in deep, now goes back in behind the net. Fakes left rather, went right, and now the puck frozen near the far post, and we'll have a face-off coming up. Luke Gruda among those on the ice now for Western Michigan, along with Cole Williams. Face-off far circle here. 11:03 to go here in the second period, so approaching the halfway point of the game. Roosevelt a 2-1 lead. Puck all the way to the other end of the ice. Foul zone stops it there. And now Roosevelt has it behind their own net. They'll bring it to the near side now. Here's Nate Brown across the line on the right wing. Sends it in front. Return pass to the near side. Knocked away. Came to the near point. Lakers can't keep it in. Puck goes sliding at high speed back to the other end of the ice. Foul zone well out of the net. Will leave it for his teammates. Gage McNeish now with it for the Lakers. Played it over to the far side now. Here's Cade Swigert. Across the line, dropped it back. Fed into the far circle. No one there for the Lakers. Taken back by Western Michigan. Good play there by Rory Niche to get to the puck. Dumps it in here now, actually taken across the line. Shot here, bobbled by Falzone. Rebound out front. A little spinorama. That didn't get through. Came to the high slot again. Now it got played back here to the middle of the ice and cleared by the Lakers. Luke Gruda had the last attempt on that last sequence for Western Michigan, but it stays a 2-1 Roosevelt lead. Stallions again back on the attack. Elenich across the line on the left wing. Getting around Swigert. Backhands it out front. Went over to the far side. Pishker banks it along the far boards. It'll slide back into the Western Michigan zone. Stallions back to get it now. They'll bring it up the far boards. Through the neutral zone, and now it'll be dumped into the Roosevelt end. Into the far corner it goes. Back behind the net. Came around now to the near side. And then lob back out of the zone. Evan Smith able to get to it in the center circle. Dumps it in again. Foul zone out of the net. We'll leave it here. Salmona put it ahead along the near boards. And Swigert passed it ahead to Danny Bizac across the line. 2-on-1 for a moment. Centering pass. Quick shot. Great save. Rebound. They score! Well designed there. Lakers had a 2-on-1. And they take a 3-1 lead. Good pass, and then the initial save made. I believe it'll be Michael Salmona on the goal here for the Lakers. And it's a 3-1 Roosevelt lead. That goal coming at 10:45 of the period. And now I believe it'll be Western Michigan taking the timeout. So a timeout on the ice, 3-1. Lakers. We'll take a break and come back. This is Roosevelt University hockey.
Western Michigan.
A nicely scored goal a moment ago for the Lakers. 2-on-1. Good passing. Shot came in. The save was made by Mazurek, but it came right here to the near side, and he did not have a chance to get back. Open net, and the Lakers get their third goal of the game. As we await the face-off now after the timeout.
Lakers goal was by number 11, Michael Salmona. Assist by number 13, Carson Pishker. And number 10, Danny Bizac. At 9:15 remaining in the second period. Michael Salmona at 9:15.
So 3-1, the Lakers now in the lead. Quick stoppage after the most recent face-off. And we'll have another draw coming up here in the Roosevelt zone. Well, right now, Western Michigan is in that position where they need to be the team. If they want to try to win this game, they need to be the team that scores the next goal. And just like last night, a tight game in Kalamazoo. The game was tied last night at 1 after 1. Lakers had a 4-goal explosion in the second. Tonight, the Lakers trailed after 1, but they've scored 3 so far here in the middle stanza. After the face-off, Caravella into the Western Michigan zone. Tried to play it ahead. Stallions tried to clear, kept in left wing point. A drive in from there, whistles wide to the near side. Came down to Abrego, wristing it in, also wide near right. Puck went over to the far side. Nate Brown chips it into the far corner. Rolls around the boards, now back to the right wing side. And they go after it there. Now it came here and it got by Mark Abrego. Cleared to center. Western Michigan across now the Laker line. Good pass here to the high slot. Wrist shot here. Went wide near side. Good pass wound up on the stick of Andrew DePoit. Now it came back here to the center ice. Chase Caravello with it back now for the Lakers. Dropped it back. And taken again now by Western Michigan for a moment. Now the Lakers able to bring it back across the line. Horan had it. Tried to go rink wide. Took a hard hit into the boards. Now the Lakers have to back skate it to their own blue line. Played up ahead, bouncing into the Western Michigan zone. Went to the far circle. Now Western Michigan got it back on the far half board. Rink wide pass here to the near side. Then it pops into the air and it goes over the glass into the Laker bench. We'll have a face-off coming up. .7:48 remaining in period 2. It is a 3-1 Roosevelt lead. Face up near right, not now in the neutral zone. Face off, won by no one. The puck rolls on its side for a good 2 seconds. Now the Lakers able to get possession. Ahead for Colter Crozier. It's beyond his reach, and Western Michigan got the puck back. They'll ring it around the boards now to the near side. They'll chip it along the far side boards now. They'll slide back into the Lakers zone. Back to the near boards. They seesaw possession here a little bit. And now Western Michigan able to get it back. Around the perimeter, then to the far side. Trying to drag it ahead here was Jeremy Kennedy. Eventually goes into the Roosevelt zone, but RU able to take it back. They'll dump it back into the Western Michigan zone. Around the boards it goes, all the way over to the far side. It's amazing how the puck takes some interesting travels around the rink at times. It'll hit the boards, and then you don't think it'll carry them in the direction it does, and it winds up going all the way in the direction you don't think it will. Is now the puck back into the Lakers zone, and we'll have icing here on Western Michigan after that brief geometrical soliloquy. 3-1 Lakers as we head toward the final 5 minutes of this second period. Right now, 6:49 remains. Draw far circle to the right of the Stallion net. Lakers win it. Salmona, Brister from the midpoint. Right on, save made there. And we'll have a face-off on the way after the stop by Chris Mazurek. New personnel on the ice for Western Michigan. Jamison Bain among those coming on now. Luke Gruda also coming in now for Western Michigan. Face-off far circle to the right of the Stallion net once again. Here's the draw. Salmona kept it in. Tried to wrist it ahead. Roosevelt able to put it now deep into the zone. Back in behind the net. Went now to the far boards. Wristed in from there. And now it went back to the left wing half board after the stop. Back around to the near side to Salmona. He skates to the boards, fed it into the slot, cleared away by Western Michigan. They're able to work it up now into the Lakers zone. Drake Adams taking down one of the Stallions, is bringing it into the zone there, and then taking a fall was Ryan Elenich. Puck over to the far corner, another Stallion back on the ice. Lakers able to clear to center. Tracy Jarvis got back to it here. Sends it over to the far boards. Now across into the Laker zone goes Western Michigan. Bottom hash marks near circle. Backhand pass deflected out high. And now another Stallion takes a fall, and we have a whistle here. Let's see if they call Drake Adams for a penalty. I think they will, and we're about to have a Western Michigan power play on the way. So Drake Adams will get a 2-minute minor, and we'll have a face-off coming up. (3-1) in favor of Roosevelt. Lakers turning the tables a little bit in this game as they did last night in Kalamazoo.
Lakers penalty on number 27, Drake Adams. 2 minutes for tripping at 5:56 remaining in the second period. Drake Adams, 2 minutes for a trip at 5:56.
So after the face-off, Western Michigan now on the power play. And an important conversion here needed, at least an important conversion attempt coming up for Western Michigan. Oh, the vocal cords have been kind of deserting your humble play-by-play announcer occasionally tonight. Anyway, we're back at it. And it's put back in behind the Roosevelt net. Danny Bazach applies a hit here, then getting tangled up. Two players on the ice. And now it's finally brought back to the near side. A little pushing going on here. Now eventually a whistle. And actually that was a Mark Abrego that applied the hit. Thought it was 1-0 on the sweater. It was Abrego's 2-0, and now we'll have a face-off on the way. 1:13 remains on the Roosevelt penalty. Face-off to the right of the Roosevelt net. Went over to the far side as the Stallions win the face-off. Battled for along the far boards. Now it finally is brought loose around to the near side now. Rister here, then a redirect attempt, didn't get far. Went over to the far side. Able to take control there was Niche. The Lakers nearly were able to clear, but the Stallions nicely able to keep it in. Goes back toward the area behind the net. Kennedy had it, tried to throw it in front here. Now Western Michigan will try again. Shot from the high slot, deflected out of play, and we'll have a face-off coming up. After that shot released there by Jamison Brown. Jamison Bain, I should say, as we have now 40 seconds remaining on the Stallion power play. Face-off far circle to the left of the Laker net now. And the Lakers win it and clear it all the way. Dropped now behind the net by Chris Mazurek for Western Michigan. Stallions bring it up the near boards. Good game here tonight at the edge. Niche across the line now here. Rory Niche brought it in deep. Now they bring it back to the near point and flip back the other way now by Roosevelt. Puck left ahead, and now here come the Stallions again up the far side. Long pass now to Jeremy Kennedy. Tried to get into the far corner. Got pinned against the boards, lost the puck in the process. Now they try to throw it in front here, and eventually poked away. Penalty over, both teams at full strength now. Here is Griffin Lehead across the blue line. Took a hard check into the boards, pushed the puck ahead nonetheless. Puck came out to the high slot. Western Michigan got it back. Long pass ahead, glances off a stick and into the Laker zone now. Salmona tracks it down here for RU. Drops it to the near side. Battle toward the corner. It continues. And it continues. Still battling for it here. Michael Salmona for the Lakers. And eventually it comes loose. It's amazing how long the puck can be pinned up at times. Lakers bring it across the Western Michigan line. Tripped up here is Caravella taking a fall. Delayed penalty coming up, and now a whistle here. And it looks like we'll have another Roosevelt power play on the way as Caravella got tripped up going in through the far circle. On whom will this penalty be? Looks like it'll be Landis Mills. So Mills gets the 2-minute break. Face-off coming up. Near circle to the left of the Western Michigan net.
Stallions penalty on number 17, Landis Mills. 2 minutes for tripping at 3:02 remaining in the second period.
Jam up in front of the net, came out in front, and a rocket of a shot went wide to the left side from Drake Adams. Puck now loose in the slot. Adams able to knock it down on the clearing attempt. Around to the near side now. Abrego with it here. Played it back to Adams. Again, near point, Abrego. Rink-wide pass deflected away and then cleared by Western Michigan. Good play there by Luke Gruda to get that stick in the way and knock it away for the Stallions. And the Lakers will have to regroup now back in their own zone. They have it behind their own net now. Heading to the latter stages of the second period. Roosevelt a 3-goal-to-1 lead in this game as they've scored all 3 here in the second period. Puck will slide back now into the Roosevelt zone. Lakers take over there. Long pass ahead, skipping through a couple of players. Went over to the far boards now. Taken back by, well, no one. A couple of players got spun around there near the Stallion line. It slides down to the near corner on the right wing side. Came back now near side and cleared all the way by Western Michigan. Lakers take over. We're under 2 minutes remaining in the period. Lakers a 3-1 lead. Rink-wide pass to the near side to Nate Brown. He's across the Stallion line on the right wing. Brown deals it toward the slot. Gets over to the far boards now. Swigert tracked it down there. Took a hit into the boards by Rory Niche. Now the puck loose. Lakers get it, bottom of the far circle. Fired in from there, and then it goes out of play. And a little of a face-off coming up. .121 remains in the period. 3-1 Roosevelt the lead. Laker power play continuing on here. Face off, far circle to the right of the Stallion net. Lakers won the draw. McNeish, far point, wristing it in. Redirect attempt blocked. Puck slides near the far post, then back in behind the net it goes. Came around now to the near side. Nate Brown barely able to keep it in. Sends it to the left wing point. McNeish banks along the far half board. Little spin around and move there. Then it got put back in behind the Western Michigan net. Puck came to the near point now to Brown. 1 minute remaining in the second period now. Here's Caravello with it now. Deals it bottom of the far circle. Swigert spin around a pass. And an attempt there, backhanded wide left. And Lakers not able to, or rather Western Michigan not yet able to clear. Second try does not work out as well. It was barely kept in as the puck was literally on the blue line there. Got fired in from the far point by McNeish. Now goes into the right wing corner. Under 30 seconds remaining in the period. Both teams back to full strength now. So Western Michigan, a good penalty kill there on the Laker power play. Long pass here. Bounces off the near boards. Karam's back into the Lakers zone behind the net. Lakers had it, turned it over here. Quick wrister fan down there. No second shot attempt here by Ryan Elenich. Now whistle as the play came to the near boards. And we'll have a break in the action with 4.9 remaining in the period. Roosevelt a 3-1 lead. Here comes the face-off near left out in the neutral zone. Came to the near boards. Western Michigan will take it, and the time runs down. And we come to the end of the second period with Roosevelt scoring all 3 goals in the second period, and they lead it now 3-1. So we await the announcement on the shots on goal.
At the end of the second period, it's the Roosevelt Lakers 3 and the Western Michigan Stallions 1. Unofficial shots on goal for the second period. For the Lakers, 17. For the Stallions, 4. Once again, unofficial shots on goal, period 2. Lakers, 17. Stallions, 4.
So for the game so far, Roosevelt 32 shots on goal to 12 for Western Michigan. Scoring in the second period, as we noted a moment ago, all in favor of the Lakers. It got started at 4:47 of the period on the goal from Griffin Lee Head. And then at 6:07, 1 minute 20 seconds later, it was Mark Abrego on the goal. And then wrapping up the second period, scoring at 10:45. That last goal going to Michael Somona for the Lakers. So Roosevelt in front by a score of 3-1. Still anybody's game, but the Lakers in the more advantageous situation now. We'll take a break during our second intermission and then come back in about 10 minutes or so for our third period play-by-play. Stay tuned. Lots of hockey left. This is Roosevelt University Hockey. And we welcome you back to the Edge Ice Arena here in Bensonville. Just getting underway for the third period now, as Roosevelt with a 3-1 lead as we head to the final 20 minutes. And at least the final 20 minutes of regulation time. Lakers in this third period going as we look at it and as you watch on our YouTube channel video stream from left to right. And it'll be Western Michigan going left to right, and the Lakers will be going right to left. Now we have that straightened out. We can get back to calling the game. Puck now back behind the Roosevelt net here, thrown in front into the slot. Kind of pushed back ahead toward the inboards by Jeremy Kennedy, and now the Lakers able to get it back. Pulling up near side with it there, Lehet. Nifty backhand pass up ahead. Here's Caravella now through traffic, skates it to the top of the hash marks, far circle. Dropped it back, no one there. Taken back by Jeremy Kennedy for Western Michigan. Now it got thrown here almost in front of the goal, came to the near side. Pinned against the boards. Still pinned against the boards. Finally loose here by Salmona. Shot from the high slot, didn't really go very far. A second try also didn't go very far. Now the Lakers take over again to the neutral zone after Western Michigan was able to clear. Puck now deflects back deep into the Western Michigan zone. Back to get it, Landis Mills. He tosses it ahead. Western Michigan into the Lakers zone, but an errant pass here does not connect. Puck now eventually backhanded over to the far side. Gavin Hoover able to get to it, but not for long. And the Lakers now able to clear to go back into the Western Michigan zone. Back in behind the net, Kohler Crozier wheels around there. Thought he might have an opportunity, but it didn't develop. Puck to the near side, and now whistle. So our first stoppage of the third period, as we have 18:02 remaining in the final stanza. 3-1 in favor of Roosevelt. New personnel on the ice for Western Michigan. They seem to have been more frequent with their personnel changes tonight than Roosevelt. Danny Bazach on the faceoff near circle to the right of the Western Michigan net now. Puck came out front, wristed in by Swigert, got deflected wide left. Puck came around now to the left wing half board. Put ahead and taken by Western Michigan. They'll bring it across the Laker line. Little drop back pass here. Trying to work it in deep. That looks like it's Elenich. Goes back in behind the net. Came around now to the near side. A little spinorama here by Adams, but now Western Michigan with it back. They'll bring it bottom hash marks near circle, as with the puck there for a moment was Yorkin. Now it's thrown in front here. A little backhand attempt, it looked like by Elenich, didn't connect. And the Lakers now able to get possession again. Banked along the near boards to center. Taken back now by Bain. He'll dump it back in, Will Jamison Bain, and now we have a whistle. $17:15 remaining in the third period. Face-off on the way, near circle now to the left of the Roosevelt net. And they battle for it right at the face-off dot. It's loose. Lakers try to backhand it out of the zone. Tossed right back in by Cole Williams. Went into the far corner. Lakers able to assume possession again. They'll bring it up the near side. Pass ahead now. Rolls across the Stallion blue line. Lakers taken in deep here to the left side circle, or left side corner. Came back now near circle and cleared away by Western Michigan, and it'll go all the way back right on net. And it'll be covered up here. And Anthony Falzone freezes the puck and will have a face-off on the way. Face-off coming up with 15:42 remaining in the period. 3-1 Lakers. Laker goals tonight by Lehet, Abrego, and Salmona. Face-off far circle, won by Roosevelt. They'll work it up the far boards. Pass to the near side to Chase Caravella. Drop it back now for Abrego. Fires it in. Pad save made. Puck came here now, popping into the air. Came down toward the near half board. Played into the slot. They're trying to backhand it out of the way there. Looked like that was Andrew DePut, but now it'll be cleared back to the Roosevelt line. Attempted a pass here, goes a little bit sideways, and now it'll be taken back by Western Michigan across the line. Quick shot here. Stop made by Falzone on the shot that came in at high speed from Aiden Yorkin. Now it came back toward the net, covered up here, face-off on the way. So we're at 15:04 remaining now in the game. Face-off near circle to the left of the Laker net. Ryan Elenich on the face-off now for Western Michigan. Came right to the top hash marks near circle. It's fired in there by Charlie Tess, but it went wide and went flying into the glass. Puck eventually winds up going back into the Western Michigan zone. Stallions take it back there. They try to run it up here. Good forecheck there by Colter Crozier. But now it goes back to the Laker line, taken there by Nate Brown across the red line into the Stallion zone on the far side. Skates it into the right wing corner now. Dropped it back, wristed in from there, deflected into the corner again. Battled for here. Came back out front, taken away now by Western Michigan. Pass attempt here was fanned down. Eventually got dumped into the zone by Yorkin. Went back behind the net. Roosevelt takes over. They lob it ahead, went along the dasher board. Now it lands back in the Western Michigan zone. Personnel changes here for the Lakers. Bazach and Salmona back on the ice now for RU. Salmona, speaking of Michael, he gets to it. Chips it ahead into the neutral zone. Try to feed it toward the center circle. Taken away by Western Michigan. Pass up ahead. Too far there. Lakers take it back. They send it through center ice all the way back into the Stallion zone. That was right on net, and it was stopped there by Chris Mazurek. Stallions get it back up the far side. Rink wide pass now to their side. Across the line now is going to be Niche. In deep. Stallions take it into the far corner. And now eventually it makes its way back. It got put back all the way into the Stallion zone. Mazurek out of the net will leave it for his teammates. Inside of 15 minutes remaining in regulation time. Roosevelt leading at 3-1. Long pass ahead here. Knocked into the air. Went into the air. Knocked down there by Abrego. Lakers able to take it back. Pishker spun off the puck on a nice open ice hit there. Applied by Tracy Jarvis. Went back into the Stallion zone, and now Western Michigan has it back. Jamison Bain up the far boards. Had to take an alternate route there as he was going to go up the boards, and his avenue was shut off, and now players wind up on the ice after the whistle here, and we have a penalty coming up. I think this will be a hooking penalty called, and it'll go to Danny Bazach. So a power play opportunity coming up here for Western Michigan. With 14 minutes and change remaining in the game. Face-off will be in the Laker defensive zone now. Elenich on the draw, it appears, for Western Michigan.
Lakers penalty on number 10, Danny Bazach. 2 minutes for hooking at 14:01 remaining in the third period. Danny Bazach, 2 minutes for a hook at 14:01.
Anthony Falzone, a quick save after the face-off, and we'll try again near circle now. Here's Charlie Tess on the face-off for Western Michigan. Around the boards it goes. Kept in left wing point by the Stallions. They play to the far corner. Stallions really in need of a power play conversion here. In front of the net it goes, and eventually covered up by Falzone, and we'll have a face-off again on the way. 1:40 remaining on the all-important power play for Western Michigan. Face-off again, far circle to the right of the Roosevelt net. Again, Elenich on the face-off, went to the far boards here. And eventually taken by the Lakers. They'll bank it along the far boards back into the Western Michigan zone. Stallions take over behind their own net now, and they'll bring it up the near side. Pass ahead, knocked away. Lob back into the far corner from center ice by Griffin Lee Het for the Lakers. So Western Michigan, more time winding down on their power play opportunity. They'll start again along the near boards. Through traffic, over to the far side. Travis Thorhog brought it across the line, put it to the far boards, back now to the left wing point. Sent around now to the near side. Reaching out, trying to reel that pass in there was Sidney Pratt. Couldn't get a shot away. They bring it around the perimeter now to the far circle. Put to the far corner. Lakers try to clear. Can't do it. Stallions keep it in. Thorhog wants the puck. He's tapping his stick on the ice there, but they don't give it to him. And he never did get the puck. Played to the bottom of the far circle, sent into the slot, and now a whistle here. .40 seconds remaining on the penalty. .12:40 run remaining in the game. Face off again, far circle. Looks like this time Rory Niche. Yes, it is Rory Niche on the face-off for Western Michigan. Puck goes to the far half boards. Rink-wide pass now to the near side. Horan with it, dropped it back now, and they go around the perimeter. One chimed in from the top of the far circle. Stop there, puck popped loose, and now it's cleared by Roosevelt. Mazurek out of the net, leaves it here. And here come the Stallions. One last rush on the power play as they have under 15 seconds remaining. Brought into the near corner now. Drop back bottom of the near circle, put back in behind the net now by Kennedy. Back in behind the cage again, out front, a little bit of a mini scramble, and now the net is loose. 3 seconds to go, so the Lakers on the verge of an important penalty kill here. Down to 12 and change remaining in the game. .12:04 to be exact. Face off, far circle to the right of the Roosevelt net once again. No power play goals in this game tonight for either squad. That trend will continue as the time on the penalty here to Danny Bazach expires. Puck back now behind the Laker net, went over to the far corner. There's Brendan Barrett trying to track it down. Puck came now to the near side. Lakers able to get it back. They bring it across the Stallion line. Danny Bazach, far circle, steers it back in behind the net, came around out of the near side, deals it to the high slot, no one there, taken back by Western Michigan. They'll bring it back the other way and dump it back into the Roosevelt zone. Back behind the net, foul zone. Backhands it to the far half board. Fired in from there, right on in foul zone. Scoops that puck up maybe about 18 inches off the surface of the ice and will have a face-off on the way. Down to 11:29 remaining in the period. Lakers up 3-1. Western Michigan had the only goal of the first period. Lakers had all three of the second period goals. That's where we stand now. And we'll have another face-off here as that last shot getting lobbed in by Cole Williams. So we'll try again. Face-off far circle once again. Went to the far corner. Back out front now, and tipped away at center ice. Cole Williams got to it and dumped it back in. Swigert giving chase, got to it. Lakers a little bit tenuous here. Don't want to turn it over to the Lakers and give an opportunity to Western Michigan. Puck slides all the way back into the Stallion zone now, and it'll be icing on Roosevelt. So again now kind of a stop and go flow to this game. As we're at exactly 11 minutes remaining. Face off near circle now to the left of the Roosevelt net. Draw pop to the bottom of the near circle. Thrown into the slot, but no one was there for Western Michigan. Lakers able to clear. Tossed right back into the Lakers zone by the Stallions now. It goes back behind the net. Foul zone will make the touch and play it now to the near side. Puck pinned up against the near boards, pops into the air. And goes all the way back now to the Stallion zone. Played over to the far side. Here's Williams now with it near boards. Flipped it up ahead. Pratt tried to take it in, was able to dump it in. Puck loose now behind the net. A couple of players, Swigert overskated the puck twice, but got help here. Lakers, though, it deflects almost by accident out of the zone. Lakers were having trouble there getting organized, as now it's dumped back in. New personnel on the ice now for Western Michigan as Swigert goes back behind the net. Now it got played into the right wing corner. And now it'll be popped into the air and out of play, and we'll have a face-off coming up. Down to 10:02 remains in the third. Western Michigan right now in a spot here where at any time they can jump right back into the game with a goal. Lakers, after the face-off, play it to center. Kohler Crozier across the line. Wheels it into the far corner. Skips by one defender. Played back to the far circle, and now the Stallions take over. They bank it along the far boards, came to center. Seesawed around there. Crozier says, hey, look what I found, and then he dumps it back into the Western Michigan zone. Stallions take it back now, but they're kind of trapped here near corner. Couldn't see, that's an obstructed view from our viewpoint in the box here. Couldn't see who had the puck, but he kind of backed himself into a corner there in the left wing corner. Taken now by the Lakers. Here's McNeish. Low wrister, went wide to the right by about 4 feet. Puck now went to the far corner. Thrown in front here. That took an interesting angle. Puck came down here to the left side. Toward the corner it goes. McNeish waiting at the near point. Will he get the puck? Eventually does. Wristed in, went wide right. Off the inboards now to the far half board. Thrown in front from there, but it got deflected into the left wing corner. Stallions trying to clear, and they're able to do so, and then it's dumped back into the Roosevelt zone. Lozenak back to get it for Roosevelt. Over to the far boards now. Lakers across the Stallion line on the right wing. Fake on a shot here, I think, by Brown. Put in front, and then it slides to the left wing corner. Puck came back around now. Who wants it? Came back out to center after the Stallions clear. Nate Brown back skating into his own zone now. Brown backhands it over to the far side. We're past the halfway into the period. Up ahead now, Pishker spins, lost his balance, put into the far corner. Now it goes back behind the net. Puck coming around now to the near side. Taken by the Lakers near circle. Little drop back pass. Bazach has to go behind the net to get to it. Skates it all the way to the far point. Spins a pass now to the far half board. Pass out front, no one there. Taken back by Western Michigan. Up the far side now with it. Here's Elenich. Across the line. Backhand pass to the high slot. Quick shot in from there. Got redirected wide to the left side. Charlie Tess pulling the trigger there, but it stays a 3-1 game. Lakers back now to center ice. They'll bring it across now. Pishker with it into the Stallion zone. Bottom hash mark near circle. Tried to center it. Got deflected into the air, and it goes out of play after Aiden Yorkin made contact. And we'll have a face-off coming up. A little bit of time there without a stoppage. 7:30 remains in the third. Lakers going for the weekend sweep here. After winning last night, 6-2. Looking for win number 4 on the year. Face-off came near side. And now Western Michigan getting it back. 2-on-1 into the Lakers zone. Pass here into the slot. And then a return pass. Oh, they couldn't get the puck there past the... Went wide to the far side. They couldn't get it past the keeper. Now it went back inside. Back behind the net now, inside to the near side. And now it'll be cleared to center. Came down to the near side. Taken back for a moment by Simona, but he had his pocket picked from behind there by Rory Niche. Puck now back into the Roosevelt zone. Came into the near corner now. Kept in by Cole Williams near point. Tried to feed it in deep. Deflected over to the far side. Pratt then put it back in deep. Went into the far corner. Pratt now able to knock it down. Far point. Lakers, though, able to take it back. They work it through the logo at center ice across the line. Here's Lee Het. Griffin Lehet skates it into the near corner now. Back in behind the net, went over to the far side. Had his avenue shut off there. Good job there defensively by Rory Niche. Came up from behind and headed that Laker off with a pass. Puck now loose along the far half board, and Western Michigan winds up with it back. Dumped in here now by Cole Williams. Puck came around now toward the near corner. Brown pushed into the boards. Puck came loose now to the right wing half board. Came back to center. Western Michigan able to take over. Under 7 minutes remaining in the game. Put back deep into the Lakers zone now. Gavin Hoover tried to give chase, kind of got spun away from the puck, went into the right wing corner again. Nate Brown now joining the scrum late, came out to the near boards. Sharp angled shot went wide far side there as that was flown in by Andrew DuPoit. And now whistle here as the puck in front. And extracurriculars after the whistle. A clear push there. That drew a reaction from the spectators. And we'll see here if we have penalty minutes on the way. I'm going to guess this will be a Laker penalty. And it'll be Nate Brown to the penalty box. A little bit of a push after the whistle. And the player that got taken down there coming off the ice kind of doubled over a little bit and holding, it looks like, or at least holding in place his left arm. And now that player will go to the penalty box and be looked at by the trainer. That's Gavin. That's Gavin Hoover. All right. Well, no attention there in the penalty box. And quite a bit of chatter as well during this break. And not all of it fit for a family broadcast, but that's the way it goes. So coincidental minors here. I can hear things in my headset. I'm not sure if the audience is able to detect it. But sometimes.
5:31 remaining in the third period. For the Stallions, number 16, Gavin Hoover, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. For the Lakers, number 3, Nate Brown, 2 minutes for a cross-check. Once again, both penalties assessed at 5:31 remaining in the third period.
Coincidental minors for different infractions. Puck now back into the Western Michigan zone. Opening up the ice a little bit, these two penalties. And now it went to the high slot, almost kicked away here. Adams had a first crack at it. He missed it, and now it got pushed ahead, and eventually now Swigert has to go back to get to it in his own zone. He's across the red line into the Stallion zone on the right wing. Heading to the final moments of this game, sharp angled shot, and then Swigert taken down behind the net as the puck whistling to the near side. Came all the way back to the Roosevelt line. Lakers move it parallel to the blue line. Now they bring it into the Stallion zone, and I think they'll be called for offside here. 1:02 remaining on the two penalties. Regulation time winding down as well as 4:33 remains in the third period. And the Lakers holding a 3-1 lead, which they had at the end of the second frame. Leahead on the draw near left out of the neutral zone. Taken back by Western Michigan. Across the line is Rory Niche. Skates it to the far side. Pulled up top hash marks far circle. Fires it in right on. Saved by Falzone. Face off on the way. Down to 51 seconds to go on the two penalties. Face off here, far circle to the right of the Laker net. Went to the far corner. Lehet gets to it for the Lakers. Around the boards they go to the near side. Over to Griffin Lehet again across the red line into the Stallion zone on the right wing. Fed to the near side. One timed in there, I think, by McNeish and went wide right. Now the puck back in behind the net. Lakers getting to it. I thought there was going to be a wraparound. Instead, there was a short range wrist shot. Stopped there as the shot came in from Lehet. Puck now back behind the net. Came around now to the near side. Under 20 seconds remaining on the 2 penalties. Cleared by Western Michigan. Foul zone out of the net. Will leave it for its teammate. Played up ahead to Chase Caravella. Weaving through traffic and the open ice across the line. To the near side, Rister. And a save made here. Good play there by Chris Mazurek as it hit his, looked like it hit the logo on the front of his sweater. It popped into the air and he was able to reach out and grab it. 3 seconds to go on the penalties. And if nothing more, the Lakers, with these during these penalty minutes, able to wind down more time as we're down to 3:34 remaining in the game. Face off near circle. Check applied here by Lozenak. The penalties are over. Both teams back to full strength. Charlie Test now back onto the ice for Western Michigan. Pass now here into the slot. Quick shot here from close range and a save made by Falzone on the attempt taken there by Sidney Pratt, and we have a face-off on the way. Face-off near circle to the left of the Roosevelt net. Rory Nish on the face-off now for Western Michigan. Puck into the near corner. Played now back in behind the net over to the far side. Lakers able to take control. Somebody's banging their stick there somewhere. Puck came now deflected to the near boards. Flipped ahead by Michael Somona. Lobbed it into the zone. Pushed aside there by Mazurek. Puck now back in behind the net. Came around to the near side. Western Michigan with the puck. Time is of the essence here for the Stallions. Pass to the near side beyond the reach of Nish. Stallions try to get it back. Fed into the slot. Lakers trying to clear it. Banks along the near boards back to center. Thorhog back to get it now. Up ahead, 2 passes later. And then put to the far circle. Drop back pass here. Was an open space for a while. Lakers pushed it to center. They'll bring it across the Stallion line. Spinorama here by Bazach. Oh, he was in open ice, just waited too long to take the shot, went in deep, tried to backhand it in front, got deflected over to the far side to Nate Brown. He moves to it now in the far circle. Back to the near side, Pischker deals it in deep, backhander, and they score! And that should ice it here for the Lakers as they take a late 4-1 lead. Good pass in deep, little backhand flip into the net. And the Lakers on their way, it appears, to a weekend sweep. Danny Bazach with the tally here for Roosevelt. That'll be his 11th goal of the year. And just like last night when 6 Lakers scored, six different Lakers scored, 4 have scored the goals tonight for Roosevelt.
Lakers goal by number 10, Danny Bazach. Off the assist by number 13, Carson Pischker, and number 3, Nate Brown, with 2:15 remaining in the third period. Danny Bazach at 2:15.
So the goal coming at 17:45, and the Lakers now a commanding lead here. Puck loose at center ice, popped across the Laker line, knocked down in the slot here by Brown. As we're under 2 minutes remaining, so it'll be a satisfying weekend for Roosevelt hockey here tonight and last night as well. As the Lakers, it appears, will take 2. Abrego across the line, dropped it back. Lakers trying to get some momentum here late in the year. 6 games remain in the season. Lakers will have a home-and-home series next Friday and Saturday night against Purdue Northwest, and we'll be back here as we have a whistle here. We'll be back here on our YouTube channel video stream next Saturday night for Game 2 of that series between the Lakers and Pride here at the Edge. Got a penalty coming up, and this will end the game unless we have a power play goal. It will end the game for Joey Coglianese. Here comes the face-off far side now.
Lakers penalty on number 24, Joey Coglianese. 2 minutes for tripping at 1:14 remaining in the third period. Coglianese, 2 minutes for a trip at 1:14.
Shot coming in, redirect went wide to the right side. Under a minute remaining in the game now. Puck jammed up against the near corner. Well, Western Michigan looking for a final power play goal here. They bring it around to the near side. One timed in, deflected wide to the right side on the shot that came in by Pratt. Puck went to the far boards. It came out to center. Western Michigan back skates here, and they'll try to regroup. Pratt with it again. Banks a pass along the far side, then backhanded into the zone here by Elenich. Went into the far corner. Lakers able to clear. Dump back in here. Under 30 seconds remaining in the game. And again, a great weekend for Roosevelt here. Taking 2 over Western Michigan. Lakers will move to 4-18. And Western Michigan will drop as here's a quick stick handle in. And then Drake Adams not able to pull the trigger on the shot. Scrambled in front of the net. A lot of pushing here late as we're at about 5 seconds remaining in the game. Western Michigan will drop to 5-16 on the year. And the Lakers will have a few days to enjoy this one before they're back on the ice next Friday night at the Cube in Hammond, Indiana. We have a late penalty on the way here. This will go to Jeremy Kennedy. We'll see if we have an announcement before the end of the game. Either way, it's kind of a moot point now. Danny Bazach on the face-up will wind down the final seconds and call it a night here at the Edge. And we await the face-off. Puck came now to the near boards. Final seconds winding down, and this game is over. And Roosevelt wins. Congratulations here. Being sent to Anthony Falzone. Had a great game in goal tonight. Gave up the first goal late in the first period, but then shut down Western Michigan throughout the rest of the game, and Roosevelt claims a 4-1 win. As our broadcast here, our feed goes to color bars.
Tonight's final score, the Roosevelt Lakers 4 and the Western Michigan Stallions 1. Unofficial shots on goal for the third period. For the Lakers, 9. For the Stallions, 11. Once again, unofficial shots on goal. Lakers, 9. Stallions, 11.
So 41-23, the final totals on the shots. Only third period goal late, coming at 17:45. And so the Lakers claim victory 4-1. So that'll wrap it up here from the Edge as the Lakers take the second of the 2 games this weekend and sweep the weekend series. Again, the 4-1 the final. We're back with you a week from tonight. Roosevelt against Purdue Northwest. We'll have Senior Night Division II hockey for you next Friday night as well. So we hope to see you here at some point next weekend. Final again tonight as we thank Steve Hayes on game operations, and we thank all of you for tuning in. Final again, Roosevelt 4 and Western Michigan 1. Hope to see you next weekend. Either way, until we speak to you again, this is Tom Westenfeld. Thank you so much for being with us. And for now, from the Edge Ice Arena in Bensenville, Illinois, we wish you all a very pleasant good night.